Hello students, very good morning. Welcome to Narayana live classes. Today for class 10 students, we are going to discuss assignment number 26 on differentiation. In this particular case, we are going to study the differentiation using substitutions. Okay? Let us start with the first question. Y is equal to tan inverse of under root of 1 plus x square minus x. Then what is dy by dx? Actually, here by using y is equal to tan inverse x in the sense dy by dx is 1 by 1 plus x square and then chain rule. Using that also we can solve it, but that is a tedious process, lengthy process. Instead of that, whatever function is given to us, that function we can simplify using some trigonometric substitutions. Using trigonometric identities, we can have some substitutions in place of x. Thereby, the given function y can be simplified into a very simple function. If that is differentiated later, that becomes an easy task for us. So that is the use of substitutions in differentiation. What is the use of substitutions? The substitutions help us in simplifying the given function. If it is simplified, then finding derivative of that particular function is an easy task. So we are using substitutions for that purpose. Let us take what to take here. We must be very careful in choosing substitutions. Whenever you are applying substitutions, our intention is to remove roots. Okay, and removing tan inverse, that all we have to keep in mind. You must be very good at trigonometry. What all we need to know there? You need to be good at multiple and submultiple angles there, as well as identities, trigonometric identities. These two concepts you must be very good at, then substitutions will become very easy for you, right? Now, in this case, if at all I take x as tan theta, what is the advantage if I take x as tan theta? If I take x is equal to tan theta, what I am going to have is root over 1 plus tan square theta. In place of x, if I write tan theta, under root of 1 plus x square becomes under root of 1 plus tan square theta. Under root 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but secant theta for us. So root is cancelling straight away, one advantage. So next we have, then let me take, then y will become tan inverse of root over 1 plus tan square theta, let me write it, minus tan theta. So again if I write further, my y is going to be tan inverse of 1 plus tan square theta under root is, as I told you, it is secant theta. Secant theta minus tan theta is nothing but 1 minus sin theta by cos theta. 1 minus sin theta by cos theta. My 1 minus sin theta by cos theta is nothing but 1 minus sin theta we can write as sin square theta by 2 plus cos square theta by 2 minus 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 by cos theta we can write as cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2. This is what I am saying. So you must be very good at multiple and submultiple angles. Thereby you are going to have the numerator cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 by cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2. That is otherwise tan pi by 4 minus theta by 2. This resultant value becomes tan pi by 4 minus theta by 2. This must be known to you. This must be known to you. So tan inverse of tan we can remove, and finally you are going to have pi by 4 minus theta by 2 is my y. Very simple. Now here x is tan theta, then theta is going to be tan inverse of x. Theta is going to be tan inverse of x. Then my y will become pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 into tan inverse of x. If at all I differentiate with respect to x, dy by dx, derivative of constant is 0 minus 1 by 2 into derivative of tan inverse 6 is 1 by 1 plus x square. Derivative of tan inverse 6 is 1 by 1 plus x square. No chain rule is required here. Straight away we can write derivative of tan inverse x. So the answer is becoming minus 1 by 2 times of 1 plus x square. So if once the function is simplified, derivative is a very simple task here. So this is the part where trigonometry is very useful. Fine. Now here dy by dx is minus 1 by 2 times of 1 plus x square. We have that is nothing but the second option, that is right answer. Fine. Let us see the next question. If root over a square minus x square plus root over a square minus y square is k times of x minus y, then dy by dx. Even here substitutions are very handy. What substitutions you can take? If at all you have root over a square minus x square, always remember x you take as either a cos theta or x is a sin theta. Whenever you have a function of the kind root over a square minus x square, what is the best substitution there? Either x is a sin theta or a cos theta. Why? If at all you take either x is a cos theta or a sin theta, under root of that becomes a rational part. Means root will be removed easily. Once root is removed, the answer is very easy. Okay, root is a little typical task to handle with. So root, if you remove the function simplification is very easy, thereby differentiation is also very easy for us. So standard substitution. Whenever you have a function of the kind root over a square minus x square, you must take either x as a cos it or a sin theta. Any of them you can take. You will get the resultant answer, right? But here, what I am trying to do is, let me take x is equal to a sin some alpha. What about y? Y is also same natured function, root over a square minus y square. So y also I will take as a sin some beta, alpha, beta differently I am taking. If you take the substitution, what I am going to have, a square minus x square is going to be a square minus a square sin square alpha. That is nothing but a cos square alpha. A cos square alpha. Similarly, what about a square minus y square? That is also we are going to have, sorry, here a square cos square alpha. Here it is a square cos square beta I am going to have. Cos square beta. If at all I find out root of that, okay, root over a square minus x square, root of that, it is going to be a cos alpha. Here also, root over this is going to be a cos beta. So, root over a square minus x square I can write as a cos alpha, root over a square minus y square I can write as a cos beta. Similarly, x minus y, anyway we will write it. Now, this particular function we can write as, therefore this function changes to a cos alpha plus a cos beta, that is equal to k times of x minus y. X minus y is difference of these two. That is k times of a into sin alpha minus sin beta I can write. Okay. Now I can use transformations. Both have a common. So let me take a common here. It is in the form of cos c plus cos d. What is cos c plus cos d? 2 cos c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. So it is going to be 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 into cos alpha minus beta by 2. Transformations is the part here. That is again k times of a into, here we have 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 into sin alpha minus beta by 2. That is the value of sin c minus sin b. Here a cancels, 2 cancels, and also cos alpha plus by 2 cos alpha plus beta also cancels. So we are left with here cot alpha minus beta by 2 is going to be, because if I transpose it here, it becomes cos by sin, that is cot alpha minus beta by 2. That is going to be some k. That is going to be some k. Now, what is alpha minus beta? Alpha minus beta is 2 into cot inverse of some k. 2 into cot inverse of some k. That is a constant. You keep that, it is a constant. It is a numeral. 2 times of cot inverse k is a constant value. What is alpha here? Here x is a secant alpha. Using this, I can say that alpha is going to be sin inverse of x by a. Sin inverse of x by a. Similarly, using this, beta is going to be sin inverse of y by a. Sin inverse of y by a. So alpha is sin inverse of x by a, beta is sin inverse of y by a. These two we have to replace there. If I replace those two over there, I have a into, that is sin inverse of x by a minus sin inverse of y by a, that is going to be some constant, some k1, let me take some constant. Both the sides, if you differentiate with respect to x, what we are going to have, derivative of sin inverse x, 1 by root over 1 minus x square. As you have x square by a square, you have to write, because x by a we have in place of x, into derivative of x by a is 1 by a. Okay, so after derivative, if I send to the other side, it is equal to derivative of this particular function is going to be 1 by root over 1 minus y by a whole square into 1 by a, and y is to be differentiated again, that is dy by dx. So here it is going to be 1 by root over 1 minus y square by a square, okay, into 1 by a into dy by dx, chain rule. So if at all you simplify that, my dy by dx is going to be dy by dx I want. So send this to here. So I am going to have root over a square minus y square by a square minus x square. That is nothing but first option for us. If at all you further simplify that, dy by dx is going to be root over a square minus y square by root over a square minus x square. This is how we have to solve it. Here all substitution is very, very crucial. Only here I am using derivatives. Till here, substitution means all trigonometric functions, trigonometric relations only I am using in simplifying the function, right? So that is the advantage of substitution here. Next, if I take the next question, y is equal to tan inverse of 3a square x minus x cube by a cube minus 3x square. Somehow it is into the form of tan 3 theta. I have to bring it into the form of tan 3 of some theta. If I bring it into tan 3 theta, tan inverse and tan cancels, and I am left with only 3 theta, then that is a simple function that can be differentiated easily. Now how to do it? Let me take here x as a tan theta. If I take x as a tan theta, my y is going to be tan inverse of 3a square into a, that is 3a cube tan theta. So 3a cube tan theta minus, here it is a cube tan cube theta upon, here it is a cube minus here also a 3a cube tan square theta I am going to have. So if you observe in the numerator a cube is common, denominator also a cube is common. I can cancel them. So y is simply now tan inverse of 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta y 1 minus 3 tan square theta. If you observe, this is nothing but tan 3 theta form. This is nothing but tan 3 theta form. So we are going to have y as tan inverse of tan 3 theta. Tan inverse of tan 3 theta. So that is simply 3 theta. That is simply 3 theta. What is theta here? Using this we can say theta is equal to tan inverse of x by a. Tan inverse of x by a, that is theta. So replace theta with tan inverse x by a, then my y will become 3 into tan inverse of x by a. Think here, I am not using any derivative formula, derivative concept. Only I am using trigonometry in solving the function, in simplifying the function, that's all. Now I am using derivative, both the sides. If I differentiate with respect to x, dy by dx is going to be 3 is anyway constant. Tan inverse x derivative is 1 by 1 plus x square into derivative of x by a is y1 by a. Chain rule I am using. That is otherwise I have 3 into a square goes up, so that is a square by a is a by a square plus x square. So my dy by dx is becoming now 3a by a square plus x square. 3a by a square plus x square is nothing but first option for us. That is the right answer. Now let us see the last question in this assignment. d by dx of sin inverse of root over 1 plus x plus root over 1 minus cos x by 2. Whenever you have 1 plus x, it is not 1 minus x square form. 1 plus x, 1 minus x. In that case, what is the best substitution? X is cos theta. Okay, x is cos theta is the best substitution there. You can take x is equal to, or you can take cos 2 theta also. Cos 2 theta also you can take. X is cos 2 theta. If x is cos 2 theta, then root over 1 plus x, I will write it here. Root over 1 plus x plus root over 1 minus x becomes root over 1 plus cos 2 theta. What is root over 1 plus cos 2 theta? 1 plus cos 2 theta, let me write it. Root over 1 plus cos 2 theta plus root over 1 minus cos 2 theta. Root over 1 plus cos 2 theta is given by, okay, 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta. Root means we get root 2 into cos theta. Here we get root 2 into sin theta according to multiple and submultiple angles. This is about root 1 plus x into root 1 minus x. Therefore, root 1 plus x plus root 1 minus x by 2, that is going to be 1 by root 2 cos theta plus 1 by root 2 sin theta. 1 by root 2 cos theta plus 1 by root 2 sin theta. Now it can be written as sin pi by 4 plus theta. Sin a plus b form. Sin a plus b, if you write sin a cos b. Sin a, sin pi by 4 cos theta. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 cos theta. Plus cos pi by 4 sin theta, that is 1 by root 2 sin theta. So here, then sin inverse of root over 1 plus x square, x plus root over 1 minus x by 2. That resultant becomes sin inverse of that becomes pi by 4 plus theta. Pi by 4 plus theta. Then what is theta? Here, theta is nothing but 2 theta is cos inverse x. It implies theta is half cos inverse x. Half cos inverse x is theta. So here I can write theta as half cos inverse x. Therefore, here this is equal to d by dx of this entire value I can write as pi by 4 plus half cos inverse x. That is otherwise. Derivative of constant is 0 plus half into derivative of cos inverse x. Derivative d by dx of cos inverse x is minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square. So minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square. So finally the answer is minus 1 by 2 under root of 1 minus x square. Minus 1 by 2 under root of 1 minus x square. Nothing but first option. That is the right answer for this. Okay. So this is the end of this assignment. Thank you. Have a great day.